importance. Hold on. We got to switch this around. All right. All right. We might be able to go live. Let me see, y'all. Hold on. Family, what's up, family? How y'all feeling today? Peace and blessings to everybody under the sound of my voice. Glad to have you guys with us for another broadcast, right? The importance of identity is the title of today's show, right? Very important. The importance of identity is the title of today's show. Glad to have you guys here with us. Looking forward to getting into the topic of the day. We won't be with you long. We're going to touch on some good points. Hopefully, we can illuminate some people, turn on a few lights around here so that we can see, right? So that we can see what's happening while we're moving forward with everything. Okay? The importance of identity. How y'all feeling today? How things been going for you in your business, in your career, with your family, right? There's always room for improvement. And that's something that I think we all grow to learn and understand as we continue to navigate this game of life, come up in the game a lot more, become more productive in the game. I think that's something that we all grow to navigate and learn a lot more firsthand, that having your own identity is very important out here if you're going to be successful in any regard of business, family, personal relationships, private relationships. You know, it's different aspects to having your own identity, and it's super duper important for you to adopt that early and often. And the sooner you do so, the better it's going to be for you, the better it's going to be for your family, for your future. It's a lot of things that's going to end up going your way the sooner that you end up adopting your own identity and you take your own path, you go your own way, right? Hang tight, y'all. I got to go live on one more device and we're going to jump right off into it. And I'm going to tell you, the world that we live in, they exploit that. So they exploit people not having their own identity, right? And the way that they exploit it is they make you feel like you're missing out on something if you don't do the things that they want you to do. And or this is how and why a lot of these companies end up creating all of these products and services that people buy that they really don't need, is because most people are searching for identity. Okay? And because most people are searching for identity, this is what makes it more beneficial and more profitable for those companies and those persons who understand how to exploit a person who don't have their own identity. Okay? Hold on. All right. They got me going live on TikTok as well. TikTok, what's up? How y'all feeling today? Super excited to have you guys with us. Get your pen and pad out, take your notes. Now, this is a pre-show before the masterclass later on tonight, right? We wanted to come on and touch the people for a minute and just, lay the foundation and the groundwork for the direction that we're going in with the program and with the show. See, we one of the few stations, we one of the few companies that love the people so much that we come online to give you something. Most people come online to show you their outfit, their clothes, their drinks, their food, right? They can't even go to dinner without showing you something that's going on in their lives, but they never showing you how to do it for yourself, and they never showing you how to get it for yourself, right? We one of the few companies that actually come online and give stuff to the people without getting nothing back, right? We love the people that much. We've learned different things about how to survive in this world, in business, in professional relationships, public relationships, private relationships, right? Very important. Your family relationships, financial, okay? We understand how to navigate and to move around in the world, and we've had success in a way that we want to now help the working class be able to do the same thing and be able to show that you're in the best position possible right now in 2025 if you got a job, if you have the mentality of a working class individual, which is consistency, right? Which is consistency, building momentum, right? Having a steady check to look forward to, having a small incremental increase of progress, right? Everything is not going to be done all at one time, overnight, in one day. A working class person knows this, right? And a lot of these companies know this too. This is why when they sell you a product, they don't even want you to buy it and pay for it all up front no more. They always offer you a payment plan now, right? They give you 30 days free to put your card on file, and after 30 days, you done forgot about it because so many companies selling you so much stuff, and then you forgot to cancel it before the free trial, and then you got billed, and then you got charged for some stuff that you really didn't need. I'm going somewhere, family. The importance of identity, right? Why is identity so important? Identity is so important because if you don't have an identity, you end up looking for one, and the longer it takes for you to look for one, the more time you waste and the more money you spend. Hello, how many people end up in a job or a career that don't got nothing to do with your true identity, but you stay over there? Y'all know I'm telling the truth, and y'all know I'm going somewhere. Facebook, peace and love, Facebook, LinkedIn. Y'all need to get all the way tapped in with me, LinkedIn. There's a lot of faking going on over there on LinkedIn. Hold on, let me get my high hat for LinkedIn, man. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it's a lot of people on LinkedIn that ain't being honest and truthful about what's going on with them in their career. They ain't being honest and truthful about what's going on with them in their job. It's a number of things that LinkedIn got going on that I think other platforms don't have going. And listen to me, I'm not dumping on LinkedIn. I love the LinkedIn crowd and the LinkedIn community. What I notice about LinkedIn is it's a lot of faking that goes on over there in that LinkedIn community. And the reason being is because everybody putting on airs. Everybody posting articles about productivity and posting articles about the success that they having on their job and the promotion that they getting in. But ain't nobody really coming back down to earth and having these conversations with the people in a way that gives people hope and gives people encouragement and gives people those tips and tidbits and nuggets of information that can help them move forward in their career. Right? We got to always remember that in whatever we do, big or small, we got to make sure that we keep a common thread with the community of people who we serving out here, right? We got to make sure that we ain't just selling this stuff. We ain't just telling you this stuff for our own good. Come on, y'all. Huh? Come on now. I had to go get my work clothes on, fam. Hold on, fam. There you go. I had to put my work clothes on. They say, Jabbar, why you go get the hard hat and the vest and put? I said, man, because I got to put my PPE on before I start working. I got to get my PPE on before I start working, family. That's why I do this, because I want to show you that I'm just like you, right? I want to show you that I'm just like you, man, right? I got many different aspects to one individual, and you do too. See, but the difference is you can have many different aspects to one individual, but you still need to have a identity. The importance of identity. Why is this very important? Why is this so important in 2025? Because if you don't have an identity, the world is going to give you one. Hello, if you don't have an identity, the world is going to give you one. And if the world give you one, the world going to give you something that they control and that they got the advantage over than you. See, my mother was very big on that. Jabbar, do your thing. Okay? Don't follow behind nobody. You be your own man. You be your own leader out here. Right? Don't tell me about nobody else. You tell me about yourself. Tell me about what it is that you want to do. Right? And whatever it is that you want to do, I'm going to help you do what you want to do, but you need to determine what you want to do. Don't go out here in the world and start doing what the world doing. Right? That's called having worldly ways. See, we all going to have worldly ways in some aspect, but what part of the world are you going to have ways about? You see, if you got your own identity, now you can unify with your own people out here in the world, and you don't have to keep having somebody else telling you what you should do. Now, you knew that before you came out here, right? And then it condenses the amount of time it's going to take for you to become successful. So look, a little bit about myself, right? Been working since I was 12 years old. Long time now. Been working since I was 12 years old. Got my first job at 12. The very year after that, we got in the Manbury Summer Job Program. I'm born and raised in Washington, D.C., right? Grew up in the 90s, born in the 80s. My whole family was affected by drugs and alcohol, right? We at the beginning of the crack era, 1980. Whole family affected by drugs and alcohol, right? First job at 12. Right after that, 13, started working summer job program in Manbury. Worked summer job all the way up through high school till I got into my senior year, 12th grade. I ended up with a half-a-day schedule. Left there after I graduated high school, got into the union, did union for 2 years for electricians, got kicked out at 20 years old. Okay? From 20 to 20, maybe 1, 2, 3, I'm trying to find my way. Navigation through telecom, through installing cable, through bricklayers, brick masonry labor. That's some hard work, right? But it's still working class. See, I know all about the hard hat and the vest, PPE for real, right? It wasn't until 2005 when I got my CDL when things got stable for me, right? But when I'm going through all these different phases, I'm still trying to make sure that I got a sense of direction of my life, but I'm still looking at myself like, what's my identity in the world? Where my identity at, right? Because you can work somewhere, but just because you work somewhere, that don't mean that's who you are. Get your notepad out, fam, right? I ain't gonna be with you long because we got another program later on this evening, right? Workforce Reset Masterclass. Make sure that y'all get registered for the masterclass this evening. This ain't even the masterclass right here, okay? Workforce Reset Masterclass, make sure that you click that link and get registered for the masterclass. So you can work somewhere, but wherever you work at, that don't mean that that's your identity, right? People ask you what you do. You say, I'm a plumber. I mean, you work as a plumber, but are you a plumber? People ask you what you do. Well, I'm a realtor. You work as a realtor, but are you a realtor, right? It wasn't until 2005 when I got stable on the job as a commercial driver, right? But I never had the truck driver's identity in my mind, right? I always had the identity of somebody who would be a teacher or an instructor of somehow, right? I always had the identity of somebody who would learn things and then come back and teach people things either through verbal or written. I always had that identity. I always had the identity that I would lead people in some kind of way. That's just who I was at my core. And this is what you got to ask yourself, family. Who are you and what's your identity? You ain't got to tell me, right? You got to determine that for yourself, because the sooner you determine that, wherever you're working at is going to make that much more sense of how you now going to formulate your plan so you can transition to the next stage and the next phase of your growth and development. Nobody should have a job and you still in the same position that job you is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 10, 20, 15 years down the road. The only reason you're in that same position is because you have yet to adopt your identity. You have yet to adopt your identity, right? So once I got the job as a commercial driver, I did that for 2 years, and I transitioned from the commercial driver over into occupational engineering when I got over there to DC Department of Public Works. See, my identity has started getting stronger. Right? See, I knew that I couldn't stay at the same position I was 2 years prior when I transitioned out of the driving job over there at DC Department of Public Works. I tell everybody this all the time who work with me over there. If I would have got over there and I didn't get the occupational engineering position after 7 months, if I would have got over there and I didn't get that position after that leaf season term, I already know I would have quit DC DPW. I would have never worked with them for 14 years had I had to be a driver over there. Because that was never my plan. That was never my identity. That was never my identity. Even when I was occupation engineer and I was working the heavy equipment, when they would ask other guys what they did, the other guys would say, I run the loader. When they talk to me, I would say, I'm an occupational engineer. Right? It's all on your identity, and your identity is going to determine the results that you have in the world, because now it's going to be associated with your standards and with yourself. How many of us know that we could do that much better for ourselves if we adopted a different identity? Right? If you adopted a different identity, the girl that you want probably will want you. If you adopted a different identity, the money that you want probably will want you. You don't even realize that the money that you want don't even want you. You ain't got the right identity for it. Huh? You thinking that just because you want it, you're supposed to get it. Nah, it don't work like that. Yeah, don't nothing in this world work like that. Anything in this world that you're going to get, you got to get prepared to get it. Huh? They call it the game of life for a reason. Every person, every position in the game has an identity. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. If you sit down at that table and there's 4 people at that table, one on each corner, and then they face the opposite end of each other and y'all playing spades, the other person on the other side of that table, no matter what their name is, they take the identity of your spades partner. Then they take the responsibility of collaborating with you for you to be successful. Okay? Identity. Everything and everybody in this world has an identity, or they have a position. You got to determine what your identity is and what your position going to be, so that you now start to help yourself make progress. See, some of us is our own worst enemy. Some of us is our own worst enemy, right? Or some of us can be our own best friend. We want to get wealthy. We want to get rich. That's why we started working a job. I'm right there with you. We want to get stable. We want to take care of our family. That's why we started working a job. We want to buy a new car. We want to buy a house. We want to get an apartment. We want to take trips. That's why we get the job. You did it the right way. Hello, congratulations to you. I want to shake your hand. You did it the right way. You did it the right way. You went and got a job because you knew that this was the sure shot way for you to start getting money in America. You did it right. That was step one. That was step one. Now, what's the next step? The next step is to make progress now that you got the job. No matter where you work at. How many people you see work more than one job? I was like that. Yeah, I was like that. Work more than one job. Ain't nothing wrong with working more than one job. Is the job associated with the identity that you have for you and the level of success that you say you want? Hello, see, that's the flip side of it, right? You can have more than one job, but are these jobs associated with your identity moving you in the direction of what your goals are? See, that's how you end up having a job and the job don't have you, right? Your identity always got to be bigger than the job. People want you to be small. I'm the only one telling you don't go small. I'm the only one telling you to participate in working class America, but don't go small when you're over there. Why would you go small while you're over there? That's not your identity, huh? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. High five. High five now. Come on now, right? We got to keep each other encouraged out here. That's why we're doing the program. We're doing the program to keep the working class encouraged through the turmoil, through the ups and the downs, and through the identification of your identity. Perfect example, y'all. Perfect example. Do anybody listen to music? Everybody listen to music. Okay. Do anybody know who Common is? Do anybody know who the rapper Common is? I like Common. Common always had common sense. I had to slide that in there. Common always had common sense, right? He always had good sense. That's one of the reasons why I like the man. The man always had good sense. His best album was an album called B.E. That's Common's best album. And one part on the album, he say, in order to achieve, first you have to be. Okay? This Common best album, y'all. Positive brother. He might give you some spoken word style. He might give you some introspection. He might give you some, you know what I'm saying? He you know, man, he know how to grab you. He know how to frame a point. He know how to speak broad. Good brother, man. He say in order to achieve, first you have to be. Okay, how many people say they want to become a millionaire? I'm going somewhere with this, family. Make sure y'all taking y'all notes. Make sure you get registered for the Masterclass Workforce Reset.com/masterclass. We're going live tonight with a live masterclass showing the working class how to turn your job into your first asset. Boom, Common. In order to achieve, first you have to be. We all say we want to become a millionaire. Okay, become is really a compound word. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can put this up here for y'all. Okay, become is really a compound word. Why do you say that, Jabbar? I never heard this before. Okay. Just because you never heard it, it don't mean that it's not true, right? Become is a compound word, okay? To come somewhere is to bring to you. If you tell your son, hey son, come here for a minute. You telling your son, bring yourself to me, okay? If you tell your daughter, baby girl, come here for a minute. You telling your daughter to bring herself to her. You say you want to be a millionaire, so you want to bring the millions to you, okay? To be is to embody. We're going somewhere, fam, right? The importance of identity. Take your notes, okay? LinkedIn. I'm tired of the faking, LinkedIn. LinkedIn, stop faking, okay? Write your notes down, tag me in the post, reshare, retweet it, and now start to make more content, better content for the people who are on LinkedIn. Stop faking and retagging and reposting these articles that you didn't write. Now, we want to hear from you, all the CEOs, all the COOs, all the executives. Y'all should be giving more knowledge and insight on LinkedIn instead of faking, reposting, and retweeting all this motivational stuff when people out here struggling. Yeah, and this out of love. That's a little love tap, right? So in order to be is to embody, right? Okay, to be great, that means that you should embody greatness. Be happy, that means that you should embody happiness. Okay, so to become a millionaire, you must first have to embody the habits and the ways of a millionaire. High five, y'all. High five, chat. Okay, Instagram, right? We going somewhere, y'all. You want to become a millionaire. This is one of the reasons why you probably got the job. This is one of the reasons why you probably started your business. It's all good, right? We all want to become a millionaire, but in order to, like we said, come means to bring to you. In order to bring the millions to you, you must first embody the habits, the ways, the actions, and the activities of a millionaire. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We ain't wasting no time today because we got a lot to do in a little bit of time. How many of us know that we're going to leave here one day? We ain't going to live forever, right? Carmen said in order to achieve, first you have to be, right? In order to achieve anything, you got to embody that thing first. You have to identify with that thing, and now you have to embody the ways, the habits, the actions, and the activities of that thing that you want to achieve. You want to become or achieve millionaire status. You want to bring the millionaire, you want to bring the millions to you, but first you have to embody the ways of a millionaire. It's just that simple, right? Okay, how many of us watch the superhero movies, right? And look, y'all, and we ain't gonna be here long, right? Because I know y'all got better stuff to do than to listen to me, right? But I come dressed for work. Who else come to work today? Hello, who else come to work today? Hard hat and the vest, this is my PPE when I show up for work. How many of us watch the superhero movies? We got Batman, okay? Come on now, walk with me now. Batman is who? Bruce Wayne. Okay, we got Captain America, right? Hello, okay, Captain America is who? Steve Rogers. Hello, we got Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk is who? Incredible Hulk is Bruce Banner. Okay, right? Same person, different identity. Come on now, we got Iron Man. Everybody love Iron Man. What's Iron Man's name? Tony Stark. Same person, different identity. Huh? We got Clark Kent. Superman, right? Superman and Clark Kent, same person, different identity. Spider-Man. Who is Spider-Man, y'all? I'm going to be with you for a short time and not a long time. Who is Spider-Man? There you go, Peter Parker. I got a smart group right here. I got a smart group right here. Peter Parker, same person, different identity. So what's different? What's different about the person, right? What's different about the person now that he could do all this stuff because he done adopted a different identity? Really, the identity is already in him. He just had to bring it out of him. Right? First, he had to embody that from the onset in order for him to even bring it out of him. Iron Man became one with the suit. When he put the arc reactor in his chest, he became one with the suit. The suit won't even work unless he got the suit don't work on nobody else. The suit work on him because he got the arc reactor. Bruce Banner got the Hulk already in him. Clark Kent and Superman, same man. All the man do is take the work clothes off and then he got the cape, the whole Superman suit underneath him. Huh? Come on now. Batman, all of the tools and the gadgets he got is on the Batman suit, but him doing all the karate moves and fighting everybody is him by himself as a human being. That's Bruce, right? That ain't the suit. That's Bruce already. In order for Bruce to be Batman, he already had to embody that identity first, or else he would have never created that. Hello, I'm going somewhere, family. We got to be like that. We got to be like that. We got to have the identity of the person or that level that we want to go to before we even get to the level. Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with being part of the working class. It don't got nothing to do with working a job. You think whatever job you working, you probably didn't think about that when you first was born. You ended up over there. You ended up over there because of whatever your identity is that you adopted. Hello, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong. What I'm saying is that's how you ended up there. Oh, yes. Yeah, you ended up over there because of your identity, and that's all good, right? And now you there, either you working a job or the job working you based on your identity. We going somewhere, family. The only reason that you letting the job get the best of you is because your identity ain't where you say you want to go. You want to be a millionaire, right? Okay. You want to bring millions to you, become, right? To have something to come to you is to bring to you. So you want millions to be brought to you, but you got to embody the habits and the ways and the actions of a millionaire, right? So even though you're on the job, you got to embody the ways and the actions and the habits of a millionaire. Come on, y'all. WorkforceReset.com/masterclass. See, we're going to be talking about these things on the masterclass, right? We one of the few people who actually come online and give you something. I didn't show you no food, no drinks, no outfit. That's what the people do to you. They go get fresh, they go buy the car, they buy the phone, they go on the trip, they stun on you, they style on you, don't come back and give you nothing. Know you struggling. Know you struggling. They know you're struggling with identity. That's why all they doing is selling you stuff. They selling you stuff that you don't even need, but they make it look good because they know you want to look good. Huh? Oh man, I got to laugh at it. I got to laugh at it. You ever seen a cat and a dog grow up in the same house, family? Huh? I know they like, man, he always got an analogy. You ever seen a cat and a dog grow up in the same house? Traditionally, what we've been taught is the cat and the dog don't like each other, right? We all been taught that. We all been told that the cat and the dog don't like each other, right? We all been told that the dog supposed to chase the cat. If the cat and the dog grow up in the same house, they gonna be hanging together, right? We didn't see it. The cat ain't really scared of the dog. The cat is conditioned to be scared of the dog based on the identity that he got. If he grow up in the same house that the dog grew up in, his identity is the dog is my homie. He might start thinking he a dog. You feel me? He might start getting rough with another dog who ain't as rough as him because he didn't grow up with dogs because he didn't adopted the big dog identity. We got to adopt another identity, fam. Huh? If we going to become millionaires, we need to adopt the identity of a millionaire. Right? If we're going to become independent and successful, we got to adopt the ways, actions, and habits of a person who's independent and successful. If we're going to become healthy, we got to now bring health to us, right? To come somewhere is to bring something to you and to embody. We got to now embody the ways, the actions, the habits, and the activities of somebody who healthy. Come on now. Right, that's all we're talking about is the importance of identity. This is why it's so important because we see all these movies, we see all these examples, we see all of these various scenarios, but we ain't learning nothing. That's the part that got me upset. I'm upset because we not learning nothing collectively, y'all. Right? Some of us know, but not enough of us want to know. And the ones of us that do know, we go online faking and fronting all day. You ain't teaching nobody nothing. All you doing is faking and fronting and trying to style on everybody. You're supposed to get something back to the game. Then you look at the news and you look at the articles and the negativity in the world. You say, man, younger than them tripping. Oh, she shouldn't have did that. He shouldn't have did that. You're right. They shouldn't have did that if they would have had the right identity. But you got to get your identity right so that when people see you, they see an example of what they can do. And maybe they want to emulate the person who got it figured out. Now, having it figured out don't mean you ain't gonna make mistakes, so we're not saying that. But you can have something figured out better than the next person and be able to lead them at least to the next step of a 10-step process, right? What NA say? Is it what? 12-step program, but then they say one day at a time, one step at a time. They say something like that, right? That's how this walk is in the world that we're in, y'all. That's how this identity walk is, right? Look how many times Tony Stark had to redo that suit. He had to redo the suit so many times because his identity kept growing and he kept adding stuff to the suit. Then he started making different suits for different people. What's my man? What's my other brother, man? War Machine. He made a whole nother suit for War Machine, right? I'm talking to my little cousin the other day. He tell me they got a whole nother universe. It's a Red Hulk. You got Spider-Man, got Venom. It's a whole nother version of Spider-Man. Come on, y'all. Right? But it all started with the person who got he or she, they got their identity intact. Right? We shouldn't be on the job as part of the working class and we're not making progress. That's how we end up and get exploited. And then when your children grow up and your children get older, they don't have nothing to hold on to, and you got to send them to college in the presence or in the hands of somebody else who don't care nothing about them. You sending your child somewhere else to get conditioned for what their identity is because they don't look at you and see that you got your identity now. And they don't look at you and see that they can at least adopt the identity that you got already because it's so, you got your identity so intact and so Trump tight that your child don't want to be nobody but you. We know that ain't the case for most of us. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Right? See, the devil don't like what I'm doing. When you got your identity right, the devil don't like what you doing. Yeah. We got to attack the devil, fam. Huh? We got to attack the devil. They say the devil's in the details. They say the devil's in the details. The details give you the identity of whatever that thing is, right? $100 million contract. That's the headline. That ain't the details, right? $100 million contract is the tagline. Okay. When you get down to the details of the contract, now you're getting down to the identity of really what that's about over there. We teaching, family. We teaching, y'all. Workforcereset.com/masterclass, 8 o'clock tonight, right? We showing you how to turn your job into your first asset, okay? Everybody who got a job, consider yourself blessed. Consider yourself blessed and highly favored. Don't quit your job, man. Don't quit your job. Don't feel bad about your job neither, okay? Because you could work somewhere that ain't your identity, right? Just because you in the profession of real estate don't make you a realtor. Just because you're in the profession of plumbing don't make you a plumber, right? Come on now. Yeah, just because you're in the profession of security don't make you a security guard. That's where you work at. I work security. I work in real estate. I work in plumbing. Come on now. Huh? Come on now. I work in education, right? Your identity is whatever you want it to be. It don't matter what nobody else say. Right? Because when you adopt the right identity for yourself, you will understand how to better handle that what you got. You will walk into every situation and every scenario knowing how to move pieces around like a chess master, like a grandmaster in chess, because you understand clearly what your identity is. You know why you're here. The devil is counting on you not knowing why you're working that job so that he can help you waste your time for 10, 20, 30 years without nothing to show for. These companies is counting on you not knowing why you're working a job, so they can help you waste your time and get you comfortable over there and you never get nothing done. See, I don't want you to waste your time. It didn't take me 14 years to do all that I've done. I got over there and got comfortable. Right? My plan was to get a house, get a nice car, buy tractor trailers, take the money from the tractor trailers, buy real estate, let the trucks pay for the real estate, and then the fifth step was to resign and live off the residual income from the real estate. I could have did all that in 3 years, because it takes 2 years to get qualified for a home. You need 2 year work history. This is another reason why I'm telling y'all don't leave a job, because many of y'all just getting started. And many of y'all been on the job for more than 2 years, but you haven't been preparing yourself to own a home. But Jabbar, I don't want to live in the house. It's not about living in the house. It's about having a house in your possession so that you got the right financial identity. The importance of identity. You got to have the right financial identity on paper for anybody to give you something. You wonder why you ain't getting the loan. You ain't getting the loan because you don't have nothing for them to lean on. That's the bank. The bank got more money than all of us. The bank needs something to lean on. You want to go get $50,000 to start your business. Yeah, man, the bank will never give nobody no money to start a business because you don't have no collateral. Huh? You don't have no collateral. If you got the house, then the bank say, oh, man, well, how much your house worth? You like $400,000 or $500,000. Okay, we'll give you a loan. We'll just put it against that house. You like that, right? You don't plan on moving anyway. You don't plan on selling the house anyway. And you already got the identity of a business owner. You got the identity I got, man. Boom. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, we done came all the way back. We done came all it. Man, it done popped back on in the same spot, man. Tell me God ain't the greatest. Listen, man, the devil always gonna try to undercut you, man. He gonna always try to hit you with that roll. You about to head to the end zone, man. He go right for your legs. He's a hater. The devil is a hater. Look, the people on your job ain't the haters. The devil is the hater. You got to continue to shine your light, and you got to continue to move forward to, oh yeah, everything's still connected. Come on, y'all. So listen, most people ain't broke just because life hard and because they don't know what to do. Most people broke because they misidentified, right? They identifying with the wrong person and the wrong type of person. That's the thing right there. See, we got to get off of being identified with just work. Yeah, man, I'm just working. I'm staying out the way. That's the wrong identity. That's the wrong identity right there. You gave up already. Oh, hold on, y'all. Man, the phone about to go dead. Hold on. Working, baby. Right? Yeah, man, I'm just working. I'm staying out the way, man. I'm trying to stay out of everybody's way. I'm staying out these youngest way. You staying out the youngest way? You wasn't born to stay out of nobody's way. This your world. Huh? And everything in it. Shout out to Jeezy, man. It's out there. Get on your grind and get it. Hey, you got to get on your grind and get what you're supposed to get that belongs to you, that's attached to your identity. Stop playing small. Just because you start small don't mean that you stay small, right? When you got the right identity, now you understand how to take small pieces of the right behavior and the right actions, and they compound into big results. This is what the Workforce Reset Masterclass is about. This is what the Workforce Reset Masterclass is about. Make sure that y'all on the masterclass tonight at 8 p.m. because we're going to be showing you how to turn your job into your first asset. That's the first asset in America. This is how the country is set up. Why? Because people always talk about pyramid schemes and all that. Nah, listen, man. The bottom level is always the widest level because you got to build the foundation. So the country is established on the working class level. Then you build the next layer, then you build the next layer, and it gets progressively tighter as you go to the top because most people stop building. You see, most people lose their identity along the way. Hello? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I know. Come on, fam. Most people lose their identity along the way. You get in, you start making progress, you start moving, everything start working, and then you saying, man, I don't need all that. You start saying, I don't need all that. You do need all that because, see, the reason that you say that you don't need all that is the key word that got you misidentified right there. I don't need all that. Nah, see, you only thinking about yourself. That's what's wrong, right? That's what's wrong, right? See, if you really had intentions on taking care of your family the way that you say you do, if you really had intentions on showing up for other people the way that you say, yeah, man, if I had money, I help a lot of people, the millionaires and the billionaires should be donating more money. You ain't got the money to donate because you don't really care about helping a lot of people. This is why you haven't adopted the identity of a person whose birthright is abundance. So you're not working toward that. And the little bit you got, you say you don't need no more because you got all that you need. So you're being selfish, really, but you don't look at it like that. So you're not pushing toward being wealthy and living life in abundance because you say that's somebody else's responsibility. So all I'm going to do is get a job and stay out the way and worry about myself and worry about my girl and worry about my 2-3 kids that I can barely take care of. This is why I'm struggling right now because I'm misidentifying. See, I'm identifying with a person who's struggling. I'm identifying with a person who don't need much. Nobody was born coming out the womb saying that they don't need much. As a kid, as a baby, when they set you down in the room, everything you seen, you reaching and grab for. Everything. Give me 1 second, fam. Right? Everything you seen when you was a kid, they set you down in the room, you reaching and grabbing for everything. Somebody show up with something, you trying to grab it out their hand. Right? But then they conditioned you to stop grabbing stuff that didn't belong to you. Put that down, boy. That don't belong to you. And then you started adopting another identity. Come on, fam. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth, right? If we want to get wealthy, we want to get rich, right? We want to take care of our family. We want to have generational wealth. They throwing that word around, man, like it's, you know, a balloon. Man, they bouncing generational wealth around like it's a balloon, but nobody breaking it down to you. Wealth shows up after you show that you can be trusted with it, right? Wealth ain't going to just come to you just because you want it, Right? Wealth going to show up when you show that you can be trusted with it and when you have identified with wealth. I want to become wealthy. Okay, so you want to bring wealth to you, right? Yeah, I want to become rich. So you want to bring riches to you. Okay, first you have to embody that of a rich person. First you have to embody that of a wealthy person, right? Because wealth ain't only in cash money. Yeah, we know that. We learned this the other day. God don't even make money. Yeah, God say where your heart is, so shall a man's treasure be. Where a man's treasure is, so shall his heart be, right? Treasure ain't just money. Treasure is relationships. Treasure is respect, right? Man, you show up in the room, everybody love you. Acceptance, appreciation, celebration, that's treasure. Huh? Right? People consider you, they think about you. You go to the mailbox, right? And you get something out the mailbox, somebody that mailed you something. Love. Love, you like, damn, I didn't even know, man, they was going to send me this junk in the mailbox. This is a person you could have just talked to, but they thought about you. They love you enough. They care about you enough. They embrace you enough. They start something in the mailbox for you. You like, man, people don't even see this. People don't even see all the love and respect we getting out here in the world. Why? Because we've adopted the right identity. So we putting the right identity out in the world, right? You adopt the right identity, and now people going to reciprocate that back to you. Huh? I'm depressed. We got to get a new identity, family. We got to adopt a new identity, y'all, because it's very important, right? And we got to adopt a new identity on the job. See, we got to start looking at the job like the job is our friend. Yeah. We got to start looking at the job like the job is our friend. Why? Because the job is now going to help you to install a new financial identity. Can't get nothing done in this world without finances. Everybody talking about their money, right? Even a hustler who doing something illegal, you ain't doing something illegal for free. Oh, yes. You see that? The ones who become more successful at even doing something illegal is because they've adopted a broader identity. Yeah, you look at somebody who done got big and doing something illegal, he got a whole nother identity from the person who just want to stay small. Don't never adopt the identity of wanting to stay small. Don't never adopt that identity. If you got that identity, shake it, reframe it, change it. Shake it, reframe it, and change it, right? Staying small is going to get you passed over, it's going to get you stepped on, and it's going to get you overlooked. And you're going to end up being unsatisfied. I can promise you that. Staying small don't help you, man. There you go. There you go right there. Staying small don't help you, or it don't help your family, or it don't help your future, right? You got your child about to go sign up for a student loan. The same student loan that you still paying back. We got to adopt a new identity. Family, listen to me. I'm not ragging on you. I'm not beating you up. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you can do, hello, I'm going to say it again. Those of us who can do. Those of us who can't, don't, right? And I don't even use the word can't. I'm making a point. It's an identity. See, I don't identify with can't. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. It's going to take some time. It don't mean that you're going to get it all done today, but you can do it. I know you can do it, right? It's designed for us to do. But we stop too soon before we get it done. Right? Tonight at 8 p.m., workforcereset.com/masterclass. We're going to be getting into a process that's going to help you turn your job into your first asset. I done it. Came into the job with nothing. All I had was a car when I came over there. 14-year career. Right? 14-year career, y'all. House, multi-unit properties, investment properties, right? Stock accounts, tractors, trailers, right? Over 300 grand in funding, credit score up to an 820. All this was across the 14 years. And then I resigned. It didn't really take me that long to do all the stuff I done. I got over there and got unfocused. That's what happened, right? I had to reclaim my identity. I got over there and got focused, got unfocused, and started drifting, right? And I had to reclaim my identity. But you don't have to stay unfocused the way that I was unfocused. And God bless you if you just getting your job. If you just getting your job and you ain't waste no time over there yet, oh man, you came and met us at the right time. Yeah, you met us at the perfect time if you just getting over there and you ain't wasting no time yet. I'm telling you that. Yeah, you met us at the perfect time. You gonna love what we gonna show you because it's gonna help you cut your learning curve. And see, everybody not cut off for this entrepreneur thing. Yeah, everybody not cut off for this entrepreneur thing. If you ain't successful at working, you ain't gonna be successful at being an entrepreneur because it's way more time that you got to yourself that you can waste and do nothing with. Yeah, that's why tonight at 8, we're gonna stop all the guessing about how to be successful on the job. Right? You ain't got to keep trying to figure this out on your own, guessing, trying stuff, man. Do I do this? Do I do that? Let me listen to this person. Let me play this podcast. Right? Let me listen to this podcast. Let me listen to this book. Let me listen to this article. Let me send this clip out. You got too many cooks in the kitchen. You got too many cooks in your kitchen. You got too many people trying to instill their program and their identity in you. I'm not trying to instill no identity in you. I'm not trying to instill no identity in you. What I'm trying to do is lay a foundation and the groundwork for you to instill your own identity in yourself. You already decided you're going to get the job. Perfect. Great. You already decided that you were part of the working class. Perfect. Great. You already said, look, man, even though I started right here, it don't mean I'm going to stay right here. You talking to the right man because I can show you how to do that. I done it. TikTok. Right? Shouts out to TikTok. Right? You talking to the right company. We done that already. Right? So we know how to progress through incremental increases while you on the job all the way until you get to whatever point that you decide you want to resign. If you don't want to resign, you can still stay there and build from within, right? Because it's a repeatable system. All you need to have is steady income coming in, and that's the benefits of having a job, right? See, installing your new identity is based on reinforcement. It's based on reinforcement, right? See, habit is created by reinforcement, right? Remember I told y'all about the cat and the dog that go up in the same house? The reason that the cat act like that because he got reinforcement of the behavior that he didn't learn from the dog. So when you come work with us and you start working with our company, we're going to reinforce the behavior that you need to execute on the job so that you adopt a whole new workplace identity. And now you can run with the confidence that you expected to and feel better about what you're doing instead of feeling like the job getting the best of you. So look, family, that's our time for the day. Make sure, hold on, y'all, because I got to get this link right here to y'all. Hold on, man. Boom. WorkforceReset.com/masterclass. Y'all go to that website right there on that link. Scan that QR code up there in the corner right there. I'm not sure if y'all can see it. TikTok, I appreciate it, TikTok. Instagram, how y'all feeling over here on the gram, man? Let me, hold on, y'all. Let me type this inside the chat right here for y'all. Right? Now look, y'all, this is Labor of Love for us. We're really excited to be able to have this program queued up for y'all. A masterclass tonight at 8 p.m. We're going to show you how to turn your job, boom, into your first asset. And we're going to show you now how to start adopting a new workplace identity, right? Which is very important. You can't get nothing done with the wrong identity. You ever seen somebody, they had the best hand, they had the best circumstances and situation, but they always end up losing. You're like, man, how you lose? Man, he keep losing because he don't have the right identity of a winner, right? Giving up too quick. He ain't got a plan. He ain't executing. He ain't following through, right? It's a number of things going on with a person who continues to lose all the time. It's a number of things going on with a person who don't want to win, who want to play small, right? And I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I ain't even that deep with it. So if you need to go get professional help, I say do it. But if you believe in your mind and in your heart that you don't need all of that for right now, for where we at on this class, now you say, I just need a few action steps and I need somebody to point me in the right direction on how to use what I got right now, today and moving forward. WorkforceReset.com.